Hi, in this video I'm going to show you how you can access your students' written responses on their assessment authored test. You can actually download it as a PDF, and I'm going to show you a little trick because even though it's wonderful that you can download your students' writing responses in a PDF, the font is super small. So I'm going to just show you a trick how you can upload it to your Google Drive and make the font much bigger. All right, let's get started. So I'm all signed into my assessment authoring website here, and I'm going to click on Centralized Reporting System. Select my role. Now I am at Whitmer High School, so I'm going to have to grab some Whitmer High School kids' writing responses. You want to clear everything out of here and just have field authored, but do not go to dashboard. No. So it just helps if you clear everything out and just have field authored so that when you do get to the writing part, you don't have to weed through all of these other tests that will show up. So you're not going to go to dashboard. You're going to go over here to the right-hand side and you're going to download student results. And then you're going to have all of these report types up here in the upper left-hand corner. You are going to select writing responses. Notice a lot of stuff disappears. So now you have these different options for selecting the test reason. Because remember, whenever you give an assessment authored test, you have to decide if you're going to put it in just the general 20, 25, 26 bucket, or you're going to label it formative, post-instruction, or pre-instruction. So for this one, I'm going to select pre-instruction. And then I have to go over here to these little accordions and open this up, or I could just select next. And now you got to scroll all the way to the bottom and see where it says field authored. That's where you need to click. But notice if I click on the word field authored, nothing happens. I have to click right on that shark tooth, that little down arrow. I have to click right on it. So I notice that that has been an issue. All right, so now I need to select my test that I gave. So I'm going to do argumentative pre-test writing. I'm hoping that that's a writing test. And then I'm going to go over here to select students. Now for this example, I am going to do all of the rosters. So these are the rosters, okay? So we've got a test authored, we have a test roster, we have an authoring roster, and then we have students not in any roster. I'm going to select off of that just because I'm afraid I'll get 500 students or maybe 2,000 students. So I'm going to do ELA first hour, test, and authoring just to make sure that I have some responses. And now you're going to go over here to, we're back on the left-hand side, we're going to click generate. Now you might be saying to yourself, it didn't work, nothing happened. Well, when you do this, it goes up here to this right here, Secure File Center. And I'm not sure if they could make that any smaller. So it's right up here in the upper right-hand corner, Secure File Center. And I can click on this. And if you don't see your report, you can just click that refresh and then click again on Secure File Center. It doesn't automatically refresh. So here, this is the one, yep, because it is 12:30 on the 2nd. So I am going to click on this PDF. Now, do not click on this. See where it says actions and then it has that little down arrow? You may be fooled and think that that means download. It does not. It means archive. And of course the trash can means trash, so don't do that. So you're just going to click right here on the blue underlined Whitmer High School student writing response. And I'm going to click on this. Yes. And now we have the PDF of the writing responses. Now, like I mentioned before, this is probably 4 font or something, like it's super small. So I am going to see where it says right here in the upper right hand corner, it says save to Google Drive. So I'm going to do that. Another way you could do it is you could download it and then upload it to your Google Drive. But I'm thinking I'm just going to click right here and save it to Google Drive. It's going to ask for my account. I'm like, yep. And now it is successfully uploaded. So I'm going to open it in Drive, but I'm going to go over here to my Drive and just go to Recent. And then I've got Download Document. I definitely want to rename this, so I'm going to right click on it and click Rename. All right, so I renamed it because Download Document is not going to be great for me to remember. And of course, I'd put it in a folder and all that good stuff. So now I'm going to open it, but it's still a PDF. I cannot edit this right now. I could highlight stuff, but I can't like edit it. So I'm going to go up here. I'm going to go up here where it says Open With. So I'm going to open with, not Cami, no, not Canva, no, definitely not. And then, but the third choice is Google Docs. Okay, so here we do, let's see how small that is. Yep, it is 6.5 font. There's no way. All right, so this is a very long document, okay? So I don't want to start highlighting everything. So I'm going to show you a little trick, or tell you a little trick here. You just do hold the Control key down and push the A button. So Ctrl A. And what that does is it selects all. So the A is for all. And then now that I have everything selected, I can go up here to the plus sign next to the font size, the little plus sign. So I've got Arial. You could change the font too if you're not a fan of Arial. And you can just start clicking the plus. So I find like a 10 or something. So Control A, I'm going to bump it down just one more. All right. So now I have my student's response in a font that is doable. All right, so that one came through as a PDF. Now I'm going to show you, see how this one came through as a zip file? Most of yours will come through as a zip file. So I do want to walk through how to open up a zip file in case you're not quite sure how to do that. So I'm going to click right here, and now I see it's got Whitmer student writing responses, and then the type of file is it is a zip file. So it's a zip, and that's what it looks like. It looks like it has a little zipper, and we want to get to it where it's just a PDF. So I'm going to do save, and now I want to open it. So it shows that little preview, and I want to click on it. And so here it is, and when I click on it, it says it is a zip file, but right here where it says extract all, that's how you open up your zip file. So just click extract all. It'll do, it's going to be in my downloads, so I noticed that it's downloads. And then I'm just going to click extract, and now it opens again, and here is my PDF that I want. So I'm not really sure why it downloads as a zip file, and there's only one PDF. Normally a zip file would have multiple PDFs, but who knows. All right, so now I have it unzipped, but I want to bring it into my Drive. So I'm going to exit out of this, open up my Google Drive. Now I need to upload this PDF to my Drive. So I go to New, File, Upload, and it was in my downloads. Okay, so this is the one that I want right here. So it's not a zip. So you can see it says compress zip. I just want this one. And then here that's where it is. So I'm going to double click that. So it's uploading to my Drive. Here it is right here. So now I want to open with, and then here again, I'm going to do Google Docs. And then I can do Control A and bump up the size. All right, so that is how you can find your students' writing responses. It also has the score. It doesn't have it broken down by the rubric, but it does have the total score. And so yeah, so I hope you found this helpful.